CCTV Animation Group is a leading enterprise of Chinese original animation production and has a history of nearly 40 years. It grows out of the previous CCTV Animation Incorporation, combined with resources from China Media Group. From the well-known Journey to the West, The Legend of Naja, The Adventures of Little Carp, Monkey King, to the nationwide popular new Happy Dad and Son, Happy Mom and Girl, Panda and Little Mole, the group has produced more than 300 beloved animation works, with its annual productivity for original animation exceeding 7,000 minutes. Its works have been granted with numerous awards from both home and abroad, including the Best Works Award of National Spiritual Civilization Construction, Governmental Award for Chinese Culture and Art, Special Award of Zilin Film Festival, Best Program Award of Asia Pacific Children and Youth TV Festival, etc., and exported to over 100 countries and regions, which leads to the group being rated as the National Cultural Export Key Enterprise for consecutive times. Implementing the animation brand strategy of Double Plus, namely Big Head Son Plus and Panda Plus, CCTV Animation Group keeps on producing quality animation contents. New Happy Dad and Son, that is, Big Head Son franchise, is a highly invested parent-child animation brand that focuses on real-life subjects. With the broad social influence gained, the brand constantly makes audience rating records and has achieved multi-dimensional development in the fields of TV series, animated features, licensing and merchandising, new media, live shows, sitcoms, etc. The first work of Panda Plus series is Panda and Little Mole, whose signing was witnessed by both Chinese President Xi Jinping and Czech President Milos Zeman. This is the very first time that Chinese national leader witnessed the signing of an international animation co-production. The year of 2020 is a harvest year for the Panda Plus brand strategy. Multiple series, such as Panda and Rooster by China and Portugal, Panda and Crash by China and Russia, Panda and Kiwi by China and New Zealand, Panda and Springbok by China and South Africa, will be on air successively. The group is now joining hands with first-class animation studios from US, UK, Germany, as well as other countries to further expand international cooperation. In addition, CCTV Animation Group has also produced the Silk Road franchise, Chinese Cultural Classics franchise, and Storm franchise, etc. All these works cover a variety of diversified themes and appeal to audiences from all demographic groups, gaining broad recognition across the industry. Relying on the advantageous national-level resources and industrial foundation from China Media Group, CCTV Animation Group seizes the opportunities in the Chinese animation market and leads the development of Chinese animation industry. The group has established a strategic cooperation with leading enterprises from multiple fields in the industrial chain, and with its key IPs as the center, arranged a full-chain layout containing TV series, animated features, new media, licensing and merchandising, live shows, sitcoms, location-based entertainment, etc. In the future, the group will continue to develop new products, expand new channels, explore new businesses so as to establish an animation IP ecosystem of global influence and become a world-class animation group. Splendid China, source of stories, Chinese stories, shared by the world. CCTV Animation Group will be open and sincere to exchange with friends from China and worldwide, so that we can learn from each other and cooperate for mutual benefits. Panda Series. By joining hands with outstanding international teams, CCTV animation manages to combine the cultural essence of both China and foreign countries to build a quality animated series of Panda He He through international co-production. Panda and the Little Mole, co-produced by China and the Czech Republic, is the first international animation co-production whose signing is witnessed by both Chinese President Xi Jinping and Czech President Milos Zeman, and is well liked by audience throughout the world after its release. Panda and Crush is a co-production between China and Russia. It tells the story of a happy toy store through light and humorous plots, reflecting friendship and childlike interest. The China-Portugal co-produced animated series, Panda and Rooster, presents the evolving and profound friendship among a group of friends during their adventures, setting a new model of cultural exchange between China and Portugal. The animated series Panda and Kiwi, a China-New Zealand co-production, conveys the positive idea of environment and animal protection by telling the witty stories of a group of small animals experiencing adventures relying on their wisdom and courage. The China-South Africa co-production Panda and Springbok tells fascinating stories about how friends help each other, delivering the traditional Chinese culture and positive energy to children. The large-scale music-themed animation Animal Chorus blends different styles of music elements with light-hearted stories and helps to promote children's ability of music appreciation and cultivate their artistic senses. Big Head Song franchise. As the core quality IP of CCTV animation, Big Head Song franchise has been popular in China for more than 30 years. With fans from all age groups, it is a model of parent-child animation in China. The animated series New Happy Dad and Son is based on real life and tells the warm and sweet stories of a family of three in contemporary China, which are full of love, happiness, and positive energy. So far, 602 episodes have been released. The animated feature New Happy Dad and Son 3 Adventure in Russia ranks the first in the box office among all the Chinese domestic animated films in the summer of 2018, becoming a phenomenal work in Chinese animated film industry. Marshmallow franchise. After the success of New Happy Dad and Son, CCTV Animation created Happy Mom and Girl, the first Chinese animation featuring a little girl's growth with a real-life theme, suitable for the whole family. Through the interesting and warm stories happening in family life, it provides positive guidance for girls to grow up in a happy and healthy manner and establish correct values. So far, 240 episodes of Happy Mom and Girl have been broadcasted, and the show also sets a precedent for well-known Chinese animation characters to endorse national public welfare activities. The Belt and the Road themed series. To tell the stories of the Silk Road and carry forward the spirit of it, CCTV Animation has elaborately created a large-scale animated series featuring the Belt and the Road. The unique historical and geographical backgrounds facilitate the storytelling of the show, which catalyzes vast commercial potential. Legend of the Silk Road. The Great Chart is based on the stories of Wang Dayuan, a navigator of the Yuan dynasty, who traveled to various countries along the maritime Silk Road. Through a boy's growth and magical explorations of the unknown world, it shows the exchange and integration of Chinese and foreign cultures. Legend of the Silk Road. Zhang Qian the Envoy tells the great feat of Zhang Qian, a famous Chinese diplomat and explorer who overcame all the difficulties and created the Silk Road along with his friends. It shows the beautiful and exotic customs and practices of Western regions in ancient China. Traditional culture franchise. Inspired by Chinese traditional culture, CCTV Animation has launched many classic works filled with Chinese aesthetic and Chinese style. Chinese mythological stories vividly presents 13 widely popular myth stories in China, reflecting Chinese national spirits of perseverance and tenacity. Visually, the series is full of unique artistic taste of Chinese style and thereby recreates the classic myths in every Chinese people's heart. Birds paying homage to the phoenix tells an inspirational story of a little phoenix, highlighting Chinese nation's features of kindness, enthusiasm, and courage to take responsibility. The charm of the series relies on the unique Chinese ink painting, which brings to the world the originality and beauty of Chinese animation. Youth Sports Franchise. As an attempt to expand age groups of target audience, CCTV Animation has developed works featuring youth sports, Dream for Ren, by telling the story of a teenager's pursuit of his dream on the road of basketball, shows the contemporary Chinese teenager's youthful vigor and perseverance to realize dreams, and also shows the Chinese sportsmanship and moralities.